a tree. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Hello everyone, welcome to my stamp studio. And today is day 3 of our Christmas craft along. We are getting going and having some fun. So if you've purchased a craft along kit, get out your package that says day number 3 on it. It will look like, hold these when I pull it out. It will look something like this. It'll say day 3. That's the one that you want to pull out. We're going to be making a book treat box tonight. And you can fill that with all sorts of goodies. You can even fit a little, this is the project we're making. Oh, take my little take off. And you can even fill it with candies or even a gift card. Something really fun and sweet. Those little Ghirardelli snowman, chocolate snowman, fit in here really nicely. So yeah, so we're going to be doing that. I did say that there's going to be ordering special. So I will be posting a host code link a little bit later right after the video. And anyone that places a $50 order this week or, in the 12 days, they will get the tutorial sent to them via email. Okay, so that is the ordering special. So you do need to spend $50 or more. That's before shipping, handling, and tax. And you have to use my host code because that tells me that you want the tutorial. So yeah, quick way to get this right to your email, and you can start crafting away with whatever supplies that you have. You have the basic instructions then to build your projects. And yeah, let's get rocking and rolling here. I know a lot of us have a lot of things to do tonight before Thanksgiving. I am actually going to get started on some of my side dishes so that I don't have to do them in the morning. So all I have to do is cook my turkey and my stuffing. Yeah. So, oh yeah. So I still have the 20-pound bird that is not thawed yet. So I have to keep running down to change the water in the sink so that I can get it thawed before the morning. Yeah. And I'm not making a whole ton of food. I mean, we have a 20-pound bird. Oh, how much more do we really need? Right. And when we have lots of rolls so we can have, open-faced turkey sandwiches over the weekend, I'm thinking we'll be turkey for leftovers every day. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it, but not really. Not so much. Yeah, keeping it kind of low-key. Tell me what your favorite side dish is while I'm getting things ready. Love to hear. And, yeah, we're keeping it, the simple mashed potatoes, stuffing, green beans, some fruit and some desserts, nothing really outrageous just because we have a small number of people here this year. So just kind of keeping it low key. And the babies, they don't really eat a whole lot. I mean, they do, but they're kind of picky and they kind of just graze all day. So just have to have little snackies for them. So looking forward to spending the day with them and my son and my parents. So it should be really nice. All right, I'm going to flip my camera down. If you get dizzy, please close your eyes and I'll let you know when to open them. All right, you can go ahead and open them now. Oh, I'm going to adjust just a little bit here. Oh, hold on. It fell out of my holder. Sorry. Okay, now you can open your eyes. I've got a bit of a shadow here. I'm not sure why. Well, actually, I do kind of know. My dog decided that he had to be by me and at my feet while I was doing a video the other day, and when he did that, he crashed into one of my lights, and now the light doesn't really extend where I need it to be. Cooper, you can't be at my feet. Go. So he keeps thinking that he can be right there, and it doesn't work that way. So I'm just going to go ahead and get another light ready because I think we've got too much of a shadow going, and I don't want that to be in there. All right, I'm still having a shadow. Oh, it's not too bad on the video. Okay, I can see over on my screen. So it just looks like maybe on my camera it's a shadow. All right. Well, maybe I can turn that light off. Let me see. Because that LED light is super bright. I usually only use it when I'm doing photos. And it's really kind of distracting. So it's a pretty large one here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, got my comments going. All right. Let's see if I turn it off. All right, I think we're okay with it having being turned off. Now I won't get a headache from it. All right, nice. Okay, so tonight I'm actually not even really going to be stamping. I know, shock, right? We're just going to be using the dies in here, and we're going to be making this little treat-filled box. So let me get started on that for you. Oh, I was looking, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to put a circle in your kits, but I didn't. It's there. All right, so day number 3. Let's just open this up. Now these book treat boxes come in a set of 10. So you can get those and make the same thing, just change out your designer series paper. You'll have birthday kits and, you know, all sorts of treat boxes, or grab some other of your favorite designer series paper, use it up and make some more boxes. Just a fun way to do that. We're going to be using our dies. So let's get out our dies here. We're going to be using these little Christmas lights, and we'll be using our presents and our bows. And that is going to be pretty much it. You have a circle that was punched from a, I don't know, was this that's 2.5 inch circle. So that's all that is. We're going to grab our paper. So grab your package of paper here and grab whatever kind you want. Whatever you're going to do though, just make sure that when you're putting it on, you have the direction going the right way. I'm going to try to find a piece here that's kind of non-directional, so I don't have to worry about it. I did use the bells, but I've been using a lot of my paper, so I'm not sure what I even have left here. Oh, the trees are cute. Oh, I could use this, but I'm going to be using this for another day. Let's see what I have. Well, I guess I may have to just do that one because I don't know. I don't like that with that. I could use those. I do know I need this for one of the days. Well, I'm getting down to bare minimums here. I just got to pick something out and just deal with it. That's, I think, the hardest part of making these. You know what? We're going to use... Because the piece that I need to have here is going to be, I'm going to have to use the whole piece here. I need a piece that's 7 1/4. So if I use 7 1/4, I have to turn it this way, and that's not going to work. So we're going to use this one. Oh, but my little things are not going to go as well. Oh well, we're just going to go with it. We're rolling with it. I don't have a big enough piece of my... Which paper is that? It's the blue one. Yep, I don't have a big enough piece. So, we'll use what I have. Oh, I do. Hold on. Oh, no, that's cut it. Oh, I could use this one, though. Hold on, sorry. I've got an extra half pack here. So I can pull this out. And I can use that little bell piece because it's going to be hidden. So that way I don't have to worry about the direction on it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use this piece instead. Oh, that's not going to work either because it's the wrong direction. I don't know what I did with that piece. I don't know why it's not in my kit. I must have used it, I mean, in my package here for something else. All right. And this was supposed to be a fast class tonight. I'm just putzing away. Here we go. There we go. All right. I got a bell piece. It'll work. Shoot. I just have my my stuff kind of mapped out pretty well as far as how much I'm using and what I'm using things on. But I have made multiple classes, so that's why I am running a little bit low on what I have to select from. But you have a whole pack of designer series paper there, so you get to pick whatever you want. All right, so what I need to do is I need to measure this to be 7 1/4 by 4 inches. And then I need a 2.5 by 1 inch piece. All right, so let's measure this at 7 1/4. There we go, 7 1/4. I'm just going to cut that right there. And then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. All right, get that little piece of hair out. So I've got 4 inches, right? I'm just going to put this right here. And now I need this piece to be 2.5 by 1 inch. So we're just going to go 2.5 right here. Save that piece for another card. And then by 1 inch. So this is what I mean by having directional paper. It doesn't matter which way you cut it. You don't have to worry about it. Whereas you have something that's directional, you do have to worry about what way you're cutting things. So now we have a top and a bottom, well, a top and an inside. So we'll go ahead and just fold these pieces together. Now there is adhesive already on these, so don't have to worry about that. Now I was just trying to see what I have handy to throw in here. I've been using all my other stuff. All right, let's just assemble our box. So I'm going to fold these two sides in. In fact, we'll burnish those a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so we're forming the inside of our box, our actual box base. So I'm just going to tear that backing off. I'm going to roll this up. I'm going to match my sides, and then I'm just going to tuck that in and give it a good press. I'll tear off the backing off of this side. And we'll do the same thing. And oh, my nail. All right. So has everyone started decorating? Hi, Diane. Has everyone started decorating for Christmas? I do not decorate until after Thanksgiving. I don't know. I'm just that way. Although, you know, I really should have put my greens up outside because it's supposed to be freezing this weekend, and yeah, that's when I usually do it. All right, so now when I'm lining this up, I'm just going along my middle there just to kind of line it up so I'm even, and then I just fold up that bottom flap, give it a press, and there we go. All right. Now this piece here, I'm going to actually be tucking this one underneath my, oh, I should have put my, hang on, ladies. If you haven't put this together, don't put your bottom on yet. Okay, well, I'm going to have to. Should have put my paper on because it would be much easier to cut off my pieces beforehand. So I've got my little strip. I'm going to put this right here on my little tag. Did I cut that one off? Oh, it doesn't matter if that little tip is showing. I thought I cut it at 2.5. I guess maybe I didn't. All right. I'm going to go ahead and use my liquid glue here. And I'm using my liquid glue because that way I can kind of wiggle this around if it's not just right. I do want to get it to the edges of the paper and everything, so I'm just going to slide that right there. There we go. I really could have sworn I measured that better, but okay. All right, now this piece is going to go on here. So if you haven't done your box, you're lucky. You can still do it when it's on your... So I'm putting adhesive all on my paper, going right to the edge there. Even though I'll be rounding my corners a little bit with my scissors, I still want to make sure everything else is sticking. All right, so normally I would just put this right on there, but because I goofed up, I'm going to have to do it this way. All right, and I'm just going to lay it on there. I do have a little bit extra, so I'm going to slide this end all the way to the edge there. Wipe off my little edge of glue. And then I'm going to make sure that this is sitting on there well. Oh. I am sure making this harder than it has to be tonight. I've put so many of these together that it shouldn't be a hard thing to do. Okay. I'm just going to give that a moment to dry. If I can find my... Oh, I don't have it over here. So say if I could find my hand sanitizer, I would get all the glue off my hands. Oh, here it is. There we go. So I'm just getting all that extra glue I'd gotten all over. All right. And now I'm just going to trim off those little edges around those corners. pretty quick and easy. Like, since I know I have glue, I'm going to use my scissors here that I have some other glue on that I have to clean. All right. I'm not taking the adhesive off of there, and I still had stuff on my hand. I'm leaving that on there. I'm not going to take it off at all because I'm going to tuck that under something so I don't have to actually seal it. Now, if you want to seal it, you can. If you want to seal your box up, just peel that backing off, but I'm not going to. Okay. Got my little corners right over here I need to trim. One right here. All right, and just do this little piece right here. So Diane, are you having people over? Are you going somewhere for Thanksgiving? And do this little corner. Okay. Now, put those aside because I'm going to have to clean those. All right. So now we've got the base of our little box going here. And that's going to tuck right there. Again, that little part is going to be under our little... I still have adhesive on my fingers. Hold on. Under our little circle there. You know, it'd be cute too. I bet it'd be really cute. Is to take the star from the Sweetest Star stamp set. That punch, that star. I bet that would be really cute on here. I'm going to go grab it. And I just want to see how it's going to work. I'm still going to assemble it just like I did in the tutorial, but I thought it'd be fun. And I did have to buy another one. I don't know what I've done with mine. So, I just got an order in. In fact, I got an order in that was, I don't know, it must have been delayed by a week because I completely forgot about it. And it came yesterday, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I changed all my classes because I didn't have that supplies that I needed. And, well, now I got them. All right. I'm just going to grab a piece of basic white here. And we'll just punch that out. And we'll just do the box at the same time. All right. Don't know if that's really going to work because it seems a little smaller. So, yeah, it probably won't work. All right. So, now where do I do that? Okay, so now... I've got my little lights. I'm going to really recommend that you have your adhesive sheet handy, all right? This is really going to be your friend on these projects because this stuff is so tiny. It's really hard to kind of use liquid glue unless you want to be a real mess. I find that these tend to be a better option. So I've got my little strip here. And I'm just going to put it right on there. I'll put my other strip right here. There we go. All right. I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to trim along this edge here. Now, when I run this all through the die cut machine, it's going to already have my adhesive on there. So I don't have to worry about putting adhesive on the back of my die cuts. All right, so there's that. Let's throw these pieces away. Okay, and I'm going to trim these two separate. And this is just so I can do die cutting easier. All right, so I'm grabbing my little mini machine today. Mini but mighty machine, I call it. And we're going to run some things through. So I'm going to be running, there we go. I'm going to take a little set of lights here. And I'm going to take one of my presents right here. All right. And yeah, that's going to be it for that one. And we'll run that through. And then I'm going to do the same thing for, well, not quite the same thing, but for the green. So I've got my pieces right there. For the green, I'm going to do my bows all in green. So This is Garden Green right here. So I'm going to put my bow here, and my bow here. There we go. Run that through. Uh-oh, it moved. It moved. Let me move this down a little bit. Well, okay. I'll just change it up a little bit because my dies jumped when I went through, as I was going through, so there we go. All right. And then I need 2 pool party presents. One, 2. When something has a straight edge, I tend to put it through at an angle. The machine seems to grip it better, and you don't hear that big ka-chunk when you're running it through. All right. Okay, so we're done with all that. Slide this over. All right. So hopefully people are crafting along tonight. I'll give you a moment kind of to catch up while I pop this out. All right. Now this is going to be the bottom. And let's get all my other things out here. I'll take this right here and put that right up here so I don't lose those pieces. I need to pop this one out. I'm just going to poke through right up on top and the middle right there, and then it will come right out. Let's take a moment to pop out this extra. Now I find when you are using your adhesive sheets that sometimes those little small parts don't always pop out. So you'll probably need your take a pick tool or piercing tool to kind of poke those out. All right, let's get our handy dandy little string of lights now. I could have actually done a layer of Pool Party 2 to have another color light in there, but I decided not to. And I'm going to use this one as my bottom. So this one, I'm going to snip off every other little light. So I'm going to snip this one off, this one, and this one, and this one. All right, so then I have my piece like that. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my take a pick tool here and lift my backing off. Shoot. And I'm going to lay it right on the top of this one. So I'm just going to turn this just so it's a little easier for me to do. So I just want to get those lined up. So I'm going to line up my string there, and then I'm going to line up my light bulbs as I go. There we go, and get this last one. You're going to be trimming a little bit of that off anyways, but it's kind of nice to have them lined up in the first place. All right, now we're going to take our circle here, and I'm just going to string my lights right across my circle, just like that. You can start with whichever color you want. We'll go green to green here. You can leave it laying across if you want to use the whole thing. You can definitely do that, but we're going to be popping this up on dimensional, so if you had things hanging off the edge, just be aware of that. I'm going to go ahead and peel my backing off here. And I'm going to lay it right across. Right across here, come across the top, and then I'm going to snip off those ends. All right, where'd that piece go? There it is. So that way, since it has adhesive on it, it'll get stuck everywhere if I don't. Okay, so we've got that done. Let's make our little presents here. So we've got 3 little presents. And I think I forgot to run one more through. I need to have one more of the tall, of this tall one here. So let me run that through really quick. So you need 2 tall bows and 1 smaller bow. And again, on the rest of the projects for the next couple of days, I'm probably going to have a lot of this done ahead of time. This one was just, you know, we didn't do any stamping, so I decided to do die cutting for it. But other ones, I'm going to be doing my die cut shapes and cutting out my designer series paper ahead of time. So that way I'm not spending an hour on a project. So if you want to use your tutorial and cut that out ahead of time, you might be able to keep up and do things along with me. And if you have any questions, just pop them in the comments. All right, so now let's get these going here. I am going to take my long one and put it here. I'm going to take my long one and put it here, and then my short one is going to go on this one. All right. And since I already have that adhesive there, I don't even have to pull out my liquid glue. I just need to peel off that backing. And I'm going to make sure that my bow, the base of my bow, why isn't that working? Why didn't that work? It was definitely this one. All right, we're going to trim down our present. All right, so the base of our bow is at the top of our present there. And I'm just going to take my other scissors. I'm going to cut this down. Oh, I didn't cut it very straight. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to take these. Again, put the base of my bow to the edge of my present. If any hangs off, I can trim that off. So that smaller bow is used really for this smaller package. But we're just mixing things up a little bit. You don't have to play by the rules. It's okay. You won't get in any sort of trouble. All right, now we'll get this piece. As soon as I can get this piece off my finger. All right. So we'll get this little bow off. I know. You're thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to take forever to do this project. We're almost done. I mean, we are so close to being done. Okay. Now comes the hard part. Oh, which way do we want to put our presents? I am not going to actually adhere my presents on here just yet. I'm just going to get my idea of where I want them. Okay, so we're going to be doing that. The reason I'm not putting them on yet is because I am going to be putting this on my box front. But when I do that, I want to make sure where this little thing is going to slide in. So I'm going to do this. I know that that's kind of where I want my angle to be. So I have this here. And now I'm going to bring in my dimensionals. And I can see where I can put my dimensionals. I don't want to get too close to that because otherwise it won't slide in. All right. So I used a healthy number of them. Oh, I did that wrong. Okay. Well, I went the wrong way with them. Let me just see if I can peel my little layers off. I don't know why when I flipped it, I didn't flip it the right way. So just make sure that your dimensionals are on the left side because that's where they'll need to be to get that off. Get that all set so you can slide that under instead of having the buckle be glued down. All right, so I like to do this. I like to hold it in place. And then I like to put this down. And I'm just looking to see where that middle dimensional is so I don't get it caught on there. There we go. And now I can slide that in and out. If I feel like I need a couple dimensionals, I can add some over here. I'll add one up here. And I can probably add another one right down here. There we go. Now it's pretty solid there. I'm going to take my lights again. And I'll put them right back on. All right. Now, we'll grab our bows here. Our presents here. So on this one, I'm going to need just a little bit of dimensional on the back. Now, notice I'm not peeling off this label. I'm leaving that stay there. But I'm going to grab a little strip here. And I'm going to put my pointed ends down. Now this will tell me how far I have to go. So when I slide it here, I know where it's going to go. All right. I didn't put it down yet. And now this one I'll have over here. This one I'll duck under here. All right. You know, I may want to cut that down just a little bit more. There we go. Just so it fit better behind there. All right. So I'll layer these two on, and then I'll put my little red bow on. I keep calling it a bow. I mean a box. All right. So I'm going to just use my liquid glue here. These over. And this, we'll put a little bit of glue right on the top here. And peel off our dimensional backing. And put that right here. Just like that. And voila, we have a box done. Now, if we want to do the inside of the box, we can grab a scrap. And let me just get my measurement. I had it written down for another class I did, and I don't know where in the world I put it. So let's just measure real quick. I did add that in the tutorial, so this is just kind of an added little, hey, let's do the inside. So this needs to be, I'm going to say 2 and, let's see, 2 3/4. So that's going to be 11/16. I just want to go a 1/16 of one little mark short of 2 3/4. And then this one little mark short of 3 1/4. All right, so you can take whatever paper you have. Let's see if I have a big enough piece, scrap piece in here. I have quite a bit of scrap, so we're just going to grab something out, I think. You know what? I think this one will fit just fine. Of course, the presents aren't going the right way. Alrighty. Let's see what else I have in this extra bin of mine. I do have quite a few pieces, so let's see what we have. Yeah, I probably have something I have to cut down. I don't want to use the bells again. I could really just use these presents here. So we'll do that. Again, if you cut all your pieces, go through your tutorial, cut the pieces that you need for your projects. That way you know what you have left over. Or, you know, just wing it. Use a different piece of designer series paper for your project. There's no right or wrong. It's however you want to do it. All right, so I said this was going to be just shy of 2 3/4. All right, so right there. And then just shy of 3 1/2. Here. Oh, I think I cut it wrong. Oh, no, I didn't. Well, let's see. I can't look that up now. Hold on. We're going to slide that in all the way. Yeah, you know what? Just go to 2 5/8. I think that will work okay. So 2 1/2. So 2 5/8. Let's just make sure. Yeah, 2 5/8. 2 5/8 by 1 tick mark short of 3.5. So 7/16. All right. I'm just going to get some glue on here. It should stay in there pretty well. It's pretty snug, but I just want to make sure it doesn't go sliding around too much. So now I'll just slide that in. Give a nice little press. That way, it's kind of all pretty when they go ahead and do that. And we're going to slide our little handle right underneath our circle. And there we go. So fill it with candies or your favorite treats or a gift card, jewelry. I mean, it's a great little box to hold some earrings in if you give people earrings. So, yeah. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed day 3. If I see you tomorrow, I'll say Happy Thanksgiving then. But if I don't, Happy Thanksgiving. I hope it's a wonderful one. I hope you get to spend time with people that you love and care about and appreciate everything that you do, and that you get to appreciate everything they do for you. So I will be here tomorrow night. I'm not sure what time. I'm thinking after 7, just because I need to, get some things ready for the family dinner. That's going to be at 2, and then clean up and probably go into turkey coma. So tomorrow night I will be live with our day 4 of our Christmas craft along. We will be making designer cards. So we're going to be making 4 different cards tomorrow evening. And then day 5 is our card folio that will hold those cards. So get ready for that. If you can't make it tomorrow night, it's okay. It's going to be on my Facebook page here, and it's going to be recorded up to YouTube. So you'll be able to see it there. All right. Take care, and thank you so much for joining me tonight. Bye.